All right, hello everybody, welcome back. We have a new VOD, a GM2 Gambit to review today. This is on Xbox. They think they're going to put up Gambit forever. My win rate is negative. There's so many games that I believe are winnable are just losses. Frustrating because there are times when I know I have a bad ult. For example, when the team fight was won, I'm 1v1ing a Spidey in the back and then I turn around to ult. This game was especially frustrating, but I think I played too aggressively with my ults. Any tips would be great. Or you could just tell me to put my Gambit up and go back to my Magneto 9 to 5. Definitely don't play Magneto if you don't enjoy Magneto. I would play characters that you enjoy just to start with. I see somebody did give you some tips on Gambit. I don't know if I fully agree with them, but we'll just go through and see, and we'll go on a case-by-case basis. All right. Here we go.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area. No, it's Galacta. Daughter of Galactus, you idiot!
Okay, so there was just a recent patch which kind of changed things. So we'll have to be a little delicate with this, but there's a kind of a joke in our community of like people just kind of throw out bridge boost constantly and they just waste it. So the fact that you didn't use a bridge boost there and just primary fired and saved your team is actually great. I know some people on Reddit would probably disagree with me, and that's okay, feel free to, but I actually like this. Now, one card is an 8-second cooldown, 2 cards is 16 seconds, so every time you bridge boost it's a 16-second cooldown. So you want to be thinking about it in a better way than just like spamming it constantly. So I like that we're already in that mindset. Good. We're helping our other supports. We're a bit too far forward, but not bad. Now that would be a good bridge boost. And we do, and we bash to heal. Great. Good stuff. But unfortunately, we're just a little too close. Right? If we're slightly farther back, we can help. I like that because Gambit does need to play closer up, but if we're too close, now we miss out on what's going on to our left, right? So you want to be a little bit farther back. So far, not bad. Just slightly too close. Okay, we gotta get out now. We gotta feel the momentum of the fight, right? Nice. So I don't like that we haven't been in damage deck once. Whenever we're up there, we do want to be in damage deck because it gets our ult faster. It's really important to have Gambit's ult quick. Now we get it faster than the enemy team, which is fine, but it's something to keep in mind. Okay, we have it. Let's use it. Good. I think we missed the Bucky, but I like the opportunity. Just maybe take half a second to make sure we get everybody. Not bad. I like the timing. Okay, why are we in healing deck though? Okay, so when we're in Gambit ult, I want to be a little bit more wary of using both of our dashes and both of our spins. It's like we almost immediately get punished for it, right? Hey, we did get the Bucky, actually. Bro, the image popped up, but it wasn't there. Weird. So we want to be careful about... I do like that we're trying to be aggressive here, but we go into healing deck, which I don't understand. Why are we in healing deck? Like, we have a support ult going off of. Like, our teammate is not super likely to die. I think you'd get more value off of going into damage deck here, unless there's a specific purpose that you're thinking of. So, we definitely want to not blow both of our dashes and our bashes. And then I'd prefer if we're in damage deck for a specific purpose. See, like right now, an anti would kill, and then we go for it, but now we're out of cards completely. And we're out of dashes and bashes. Alright. Luckily, we get bailed out from our other support, but we gotta be careful. Like, when we hit GM, now it's like, we start really focusing in on the micro because you get punished for stuff really quickly. Important note, there's nothing on the enemy team to preserve cleanse for it. Very true. So when we're talking about how we use cards, one of the best things you can do is plan ahead. We look at the enemy team and we see like, oh, there's a Groot, there's a Strange, there is a Bucky. None of those characters are on the enemy team, so we're probably not going to cleanse. So that frees us up to be more aggressive, to be in damage decked, maybe to get some antis, maybe to use some bridge boost if we're playing super aggressively and enable our team. All right, so I feel like we're not having a good idea of momentum. Momentum is very important in these games, right? So right here, we have so much momentum, and our team is trying to take space. Our Strange is doing a good job of taking the high ground and preventing the team from walking forward. The Phoenix is doing a good job of doing some damage from the high ground, and then she gets pressured off. What we want to do in this scenario is we want to enable our team to take the space, right? Because they are down momentum. They're down people. Right now they're fighting 4v6. It's about to be 5v6. So you want to capitalize on it as much as we possibly can, right? So just leave the card alone and go enable your team. I want you like up here. If anything, like Gambit does have a lot of mobility. You could even go up here with your Strange or with your Phoenix and help them, right? You'll be getting your ult charge, you'll be holding space, and it's much easier to back up when you need to than it is to push forward when people are already there. So because of that, like now we're not here. We could cleanse the anti, not really a point because it's unlikely that people are going to die, unless they walk forward out of our line of sight, right? So we went from a super advantage position to now this is an even fight and we're about to have a disadvantage. Actually, they are now all here, so now we're at a disadvantage. Now we're fighting 6v5, all because we didn't let our team go forward when we should have. Nice bash. Way to hold it. Nice. All right. A little bit late on reaction time. That would have been a good bridge boost. Okay, now it damage deck. Go in. Nice. Oh, almost. Oh, ult. Oh, okay. So one of the things that ult actually does do, we have to know all of the effects of Gambit ult. Gambit ult does have a cleanse. So now that they have a thing in there, this would have been a huge momentum shifting ult. You would have saved Bucky, and then Deadpool, you, and Strange. So this would be a 4v3? 4v4? Oh, because your cloak is still alive. This would be a 5v5, and you guys have ults. That would have been a great ult right there. But now we're at a super disadvantage, so now definitely don't ult. I just die here. Yeah, go in and die. Either die or, like, get out. Okay. So you have 4 people on your team that don't have their ult and are very low charge. This would be a great time to engage with your ult once your team gets close. A little bit closer. Right here. Great ult. Ult, 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 ult. Good. A little bit late, but not bad. Nice. Don't use both of them. Good. Great. Love it. Got to, back to high ground. Get back. Good. Fantastic. Good stuff. And look, your Deadpool went from 0 to 100 ult charge. Your cloak went from like, I don't know, 20 to 60. Your ammo went from like 10 to 50. That was fantastic. No, we're making the same mistake. We gotta be up here. Our tanks are trying to take the space and they need help. This space is way more important than the cart moving forward slightly faster. It's so much more important. Go with your ammo. I think that's just Deadpool being Deadpool. Fair. Good. See, what's harder? I'm sure you've been on this scenario on a defense, right? What's easier? Pushing through when there's an Emma and a Deadpool right here in your face? This is broken and your supports are like back here, up here. Or when your team is back here like they are. Like, it's way harder to actually push through and get to the cart when we're jammed in this little room. You want to, like, make that for your enemy team. This is an example of, like, where I would have been a damage deck to get your ult faster. Unless you're really thinking of like preemptive bridge boost, which is okay. But again, now we need to start thinking like, okay, what characters do I hold cleanse for? Thing is one of them. Okay, nice. Okay, now I don't want to see any cards. I want to see you just regain all your cards. You got 30 seconds of regen. You used all 4. Good. Enable your tanks. Go forward, go forward, go forward. Nice. Nice. Good instincts. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Okay. That's a little risky. So your dash is a 10-second cooldown. So you dashed forward and you used both of your dashes, right? Let's see. Great, we have 2 dashes. Go to Auntie and kill the Jeff. Great. And then we kind of dash for almost no reason. And now we're down a dash and a spin. So now we have nothing. Like, this is just asking for trouble. The fact that you don't get punished here is a miracle. Okay, again, we want to enable our tanks to take space here. Because of Emma's ult, maybe? Maybe, but that's just super not worth it. Nice. Okay. Great ult. Good. Nice. Good stuff. Now get out. You got your value. Good. Good. It isn't, but I'm trying to get behind the thought. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice. There's kind of no reason to anti there. Again, anti's a 16-second cooldown. He's probably going to die anyway. So that's 16 seconds, which the thing will be back, and then we won't have all our cards. And he's probably coming up on ult, and so we're not going to be able to cleanse if we don't play it right. Here comes Thing ult and cleanse. We don't have a sense of like planning. We gotta know what's coming. So I'm not sure if you know like how to ult track in this game. Obviously, we're watching the replay viewer where we can just look over and see, oh, Gambit's at 81%. Thing has his ult. Daredevil has his ult. Deadpool doesn't, right? Like, we can tell. So the way you go about ult tracking in this game is a combination of multiple things. It's, first of all, always pressing tab and seeing who is on the enemy team, right? Anytime somebody switches, you can assume they're at 50% ult charge. Then we need to think about, like, okay, we know characters get their ults at different rates. Thing gets his ult pretty fast unless he's playing against Poke. Deadpool gets his ult extremely fast. Phoenix, kind of slow. Gambit, decently fast. Emma, kind of slow. Unless they're really good, right? So as we're thinking about that, then we need to start thinking about, okay, Thing gets his ult pretty fast, and it's been a while since I've seen his ult, so he probably has his ult. And so knowing that Thing probably has his ult at this point in time, I'm not going to stand up here. Because you can't really cleanse yourself and the team at the same time unless you get like crazy good timing, which that precision just isn't likely. So instead, I'm going to stand up here. Or I'm going to stand back here. And then, if Thing ults, I can dash this way, spin in, and then cleanse everybody, right? But since that thought process isn't like evident right now, and we're not like fully tracking ults, that leaves our team super vulnerable. And we actually lose the fight because of this. And it looks like we don't cap the point. I feel like a cleanse right here, maybe you guys even cap the point and just win.
It's up to us to safely deliver.
But those types of things like ult tracking can win you the game. I'm back in ranks where Mags is functional. Yo, let's go, Churro. Give Ben just a minute of audio review. Nice, nice. Let's go. Yo, that feels good.
30 seconds.
Okay, again, nobody's really low, so I'd rather us be in damage deck, ready to go, unless we're saving for something specific. Nice. Ah! Again, we're not very aware that we only have 2 dashes. So we use 1 dash, it gets eaten by the Earthbound. So now we only have 1. If we're gonna use this dash, we need to go to somewhere that is guaranteed safe, right? Guaranteed safe, the only guaranteed safe thing is back up here. That's it. We're forced out, right? Because that's what Thing has done to us. We can maybe go back up here, but Thing will probably chase us. But at least back here, we have somebody else to help us. Over here, we're just going to take more damage and get chased down. Unfortunate.
The final 10 seconds.
I mean, it's the end of the game. You kind of have to. I don't blame you for that ult. Like,
Keep fighting until we
try to get value out of it, so. Or just stalling for time.
disappear.
Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Current score is 0-2.
All right, hello, I'm back. I apologize for the wait. I will try to remember to cut that out of the VOD before I send it in. Okay, here we go. Okay, defense.
Capture the mission area. Got it?
Like where we're positioning so far.
We're about to find out.
So, make sure we're thinking about, like, cooldown times. So, Bash is only a 6-second cooldown, and Spin is a 10-second. 1 card is 8-second. 2 card is 16 seconds. So, we use Bash for people who are close to us, and we primary fire. For this would probably be a decent bridge boost. The other one, I feel like we could have just either bashed or primary fired. I thought the dash was 12. It might be 12. I'm pretty sure it's 10, but I could be wrong. Nice. Okay. And then we don't have cards when we need it, right? So we have to pick and choose when we're going to use the long cooldown to make it worth it. Okay, and then here, dash is 12.5. Wow, okay, it's longer. I'm wrong. Even more reason to be careful with it. So, again, here we have dashes. I know we're trying to make use of the Deadpool ult, but I feel like we should just get out of the way. It's like, look at what this looks like from the enemy's perspective. Let's watch the enemy Phoenix. Like, they're kind of shooting into the fray, right? And then we kind of appear and give them a nice shot. They don't have to move or, like, really do anything. You want to make sure you make it hard for the enemy team to actually shoot you. So when you're doing this, you want to stay behind cover and, like, peek out. Especially because, once again, we're talking momentum. Like, who has advantages in this scenario? Like, the enemy team has a huge advantage because we're fighting 5v6. We're going to be fighting 5v6 for a while. Now, luckily, the Deadpool ulted to give us some momentum to kind of hold out time. But we're definitely not in, like, playmaking move forward capacity right now.
Gambit coming back for more.
Dash is significantly longer to get back than dash. Okay, yeah. I usually do 1 bash between my dashes because it gets back before I get my dash. Yeah. Bash is the best self-heal. I agree. Especially because the spin got nerfed. The spin used to do 75.
Just stick with your team and you'll be fine.
But here again, like, we use the bridge boost, but the Phoenix is safe right now. She's not going to be taking any more damage until she's up there. Now the Emma, I don't mind bridge boosting here because she's ends up, you know, she gets hooked, right? Ends up saying, anyway, it's really important to use the correct cooldown for the correct time so we don't get punished for it. Repositioning an escape tool, I agree. Yeah. Okay, we have our ult. Nice. I like your positioning here. We're not too far forward. Cleanse, cleanse. Ult. All right. So again, we got to think, you know, we got to be thinking ult tracking. Thing didn't ult for first point. Actually, I don't think they used the single ult. Maybe Jeff? To get first point. So that means they have all their ults, right? Just by simple logic. So if we know that, then we're definitely going to be ready with our ult to counteract their ults. Especially since we know our other support has already ulted, right? So we need to be ready for this and expecting it. We can't rely on just reacting anymore. Because by the time we do it, I know we tried to cleanse, but cleanse isn't going to be enough because there's multiple things going on. We're at such a disadvantage that we have to ult. And since we're not positioned properly for our ult, ready for it, we only get 3 people, right? Including ourselves. So we miss out on these 2. Whereas if we're back here, because we're ready for it, now we hit everybody. So it's just like planning ahead and understanding like ult tracking. And look, the people that we didn't get in our ult, Cloak ends up dying, and Phoenix ends up trying to ult to, I don't know if she ults to live, but. Oh, wait. We got Phoenix. This is Namor. Namor we didn't get. He's just not very effective because he doesn't have the ult, right? And that's enough to lose the fight. Yeah, Jake makes a good point.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
More important that you and your support stay alive than you kill one of the enemy supports and die? Absolutely. Gonna take high ground. Nice. Bro, what? Hold on, what? That's a bit egregious. Netties, what is that? Oh, yeah, that's not on you. That's insanity. Now we know, Jeff, or now we know, chat. Jeff is broken on this map, on this point specifically. Up. Yeah. Okay, so Jeff makes a good play on us. Our other support is dead. And then we kind of absent-mindedly try to kill Jeff. Deadpool is standing still because he's taking a selfie, I think, over our dead support's corpse. So we need to just be very... We kind of absent-mindedly just walk forward with, like, no cooldowns. Somebody get the door. Okay, we have our ult here. We have our ult. We know Thing doesn't have their ult. We know Jeff doesn't have their ult. We know enemy Bucky probably does because we haven't seen them ult in a while. So we might be thinking cleanse for that. All right, way to just cancel it when we know it wasn't needed. Good. Nice. Oh, careful with this. You have no dashes. You're putting yourself in danger. Okay. Scary. Okay, so Gambit's ult is a little tricky as a support. With most support ults in this game, you want to use them basically strictly defensively. Gambit's ult, you kind of basically just want to use it strictly offensively. I wouldn't say that. You do use it more offensively than way more support ults, any other support ult in the game. So what happens when we're on defense? We don't have a support ult to use defensively. And we know they have kind of an ult advantage just by default because they're on attack and they can use them, right? So in here, I'm thinking I'm probably still going to try to use it offensively, or at the very least, like, to make a play. Okay, if the Cloak did not ult here, I would say this is a bad ult. Since the Cloak did ult, I'm okay with it. And especially since we make sure to get everybody. Now, are we going to be able to kill Cloak in her ult? No. But this does keep us safe and in the back. Now, the other thing we got to talk about is timing. So, Cloak ult from when she actually uses it lasts 13 seconds. Gambit's ult only lasts 10. And since we're already at a disadvantaged state, it's really important that we counteract their ult where we still have some of our ult at the end and they don't. Now, here we use it. About the same time, right? So they're technically going to have a couple seconds at the end where they have an ult and we don't. Okay, see, look, our ult is over. Their ult is still going. 1, 2, for 3 whole seconds, right? We'll say 2 whole seconds. That is enough to get your magic killed. So we have to be, like, really careful with that. Make sure our timing is well with that. Time to get out. Time to get out. Get out! Dash up. Nice. Have I ever done a Widow VOD? I have not ever done a Widow VOD. Churro actually posted a graph of all the VODs that I've done, by the way. So. We already have our ult. We could engage with this. It depends on, does our team need momentum? Or we could wait. I don't mind it. Cleanse. Cleanse. Nice. Okay. Right. So we've used our... Wait. What? Okay, this hurts. All right, so I think you're fine to ult here. But now we're in a weird situation because our other support ulted extremely poorly. Okay? We can't control our other support's keyboard. That happens. So what do we need to do now, right? We're in a situation where we have no support ults. We're on defense. They only use 2 ults. Maybe even 1. I don't know if they're Deadpool ulted. And they're coming up on a lot of ults. So what do we do in order to win in this scenario? We need to hold super aggressively forward. We need to make sure our tanks take damage. And so we get our support ults quickly. We have to. Where is it? The graph? It's somewhere in chat. Or somewhere in the Discord. We can message Churro. Or scroll up in general, I think. No, we have to hold up. You have to. Because the ult economy, like, you guys have 2 ults. They have 4. This is just a loss. They kind of have 5 because of Deadpool. Like, okay, so then that would put us at 3. 3 to 5. That's just losing. And they have 2 support ults, which is just massive. Oh, this is so bad. So another thing you could be doing here is, since you don't have your ult, we need to be in damage deck, and we need to be up here doing damage and getting as much as we can. Like, oh, this is not good. Cleanse. Not ready for it. And here, there it is. We made it to 46, which is pretty good, but like, it's over. Okay, now you need to die. You need to die quickly so you respawn with your team. No, don't heal yourself. I think it's in general get banned, but I'm not positive. It might be in media. No, you gotta go die. So this whole time, since you didn't die with your team, now we're staggered, and then now we're gonna die.
Only 60 seconds.
Oh. I can't post links here. Yeah.
When you two dated.
Because, like, we made it back. We technically lived, but now we have no cards. We have no dashes. We have no bashes. We have no health. And we have no ability to actually help our team. Whereas if we just died right away, we would have spawned with our team, had all our cooldowns, and been ready. No worries. No worries, good buddy. You're fine. Oh, that's so bad. It's so counterintuitive. Sometimes you have to just die. Like, you're not one of those characters that can make it back. Like, if you're Spidey in that scenario, you could just, like, make it back and be fine. If you're Hulk, you can probably make it back. If you're Venom, you can probably... like, Jeff, maybe. But, like, you're just gonna take so long. So, anyway, I hope this helps. A lot of cool tips there. How to use your ult. How to think about ult economy. How to prepare accordingly. How to ult track. Ult track is probably the biggest thing you could do to implement in order to elevate your game. I would say number one thing, like, focus on that. So anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. Take care. God bless. And catch you in the next one. Bye.